Okay, the next plugin that we want to do is the CFX Arrange. And if you're familiar with the text effects Arrange, where you can take your text and arrange it in a circle, then this plugin is going to be similar to that, except instead of using text, we're going to be able to do it with objects. So what I want to do is just grab a new group down here in my scene tree. I'm going to go back into my primitives, and I'm going to use a cube just because it has 3D dimensions and we'll be able to see it. I'm going to put a material on it as well and just scale this down a little bit. Now I do want to make some copies here, so I'm going to use the Cocoa to do that. There are different ways you can copy a container, but just so I know exactly how many numbers of containers I have, I'm just going to go ahead and type in 9 and hit execute. That gives me 10 containers over here. I'm going to go ahead and spread these out a while too, so I'm going to use this grid arrange to do that, and we can do number of columns, we can do number of rows. I'm going to do 10 columns, so I'm just going to increase this number of columns to 10. I'm going to go ahead and spread that out. We can move this group over a little bit in the center so we'll be able to see it. If I want to get rid of the grid arrange, I can. You can leave it on there as well. I'm going to go back into my Container FX Arrange. I'm going to drag it down onto the topmost group, and you can see what just happened there. It arranged my cubes around in a circle or a semicircle. Now we can come back into the Container FX Arrange and start messing with the settings to get it where we want. First thing we have is offset. So as we increase or decrease the offset, you can see what it's really just rotating this whole container set around. It affects everything. We also have a scale, so we can scale this up and scale the space in between it. So now we have a true circle if need be. We can scale it up or scale it down, rotate it so we'll be able to see a little bit better here. We also have a diameter, so we can increase the diameter, decrease the diameter. Also have a position, absolute and relative. So absolute is bunching them together, relative spreads them pretty much evenly. We also have a direction clockwise, counterclockwise, so you can set that to whichever you may need. There's also an orientation, a left, a center, and a right. A rotation, so as we use this rotation here, we can rotate each cube here, not individually, but they're all rotating together. Again, there's an align button, so this will kind of align the cubes, and depending on which primitive you're using, you may get different results. There's also a justify and a bounding box offset that you can use as well. Now at any point, if you were using cubes or a sphere or something and you don't want that, what you can do is just change out the primitives if need be, and you can highlight all of them here, and let's say we want to replace this cube with a cone. We can just drop a cone down onto all of them if they're highlighted, and now they're all replaced. And if you can go back into your Container FX plugin and do what you need to do with the new primitives that way.